Back to the bumper breakfast. Of course, Hard Conversations is the last segment on our Friday edition, and we're talking about the fear of the unknown. Fear, I read this morning, is one of the things that stops you from moving forward. The fear is that thing that holds you back, and sometimes how you react to fear can make a lot of difference in your life. Dr. Purpose.
Fear of the unknown, very interesting one. So many people have that mentality or mindset of what if I fail? What if I don't make it? What if it doesn't work? What if I return back to Africa empty-handed? And you see, the fear of the unknown have kept more people under than even helping them to come across. And you see, it's very important to understand that the fear of the unknown is more of a psychological thing, because this fear, on the long term, fear of the unknown is what they call xenophobia. That's the word that in modern times became the fear of strangers, fear of the unknown people, and then they started trying to modernize it. You see, it's always important we understand that the fear of the unknown has kept more people off. So in order for you to succeed, you need to consciously go head on the known. Invest your strength in what you know. Get more information on the things you know. Derive more strength or more pleasure from the things you know, so that you can counter the things you don't know. Because you see, what are the causes of fear of the unknown? Number one, lack of predictability.
You can predict the future, or you can't predict yourself.
You can't predict what will happen next. If you're scared, you see, let me tell you something. The reason for education, whether formal or informal, whether you have gone to school or you've gone to learn a trade, is that it gives you a sense of confidence that no matter what happens, I have it. But when you are in between, there is that fear. I don't know what's going to happen. So if this doesn't work, maybe this will work, or maybe that will work, or maybe if I take this decision right now, maybe I'm going to be down for it. Relationship issues, financial issues. There's so many issues that can come up. When you lack the ability to predict, then what if becomes a very big question. Number two, lack of control. When you lack control, then the fear of the unknown comes in. Let me take you back a bit. When you see a newborn baby, if there is a snake, a newborn baby will play with the snake.
No, because he doesn't care.
Because he doesn't know. When he sees fire, he wants to put his hand on the lantern. He wants to touch the light on the candle. Why? Because they want to sense things. The reason they cry is not because they are scared of the environment. The reason they cry is because they want to follow their mom. They want the attention of the mother. Now, by the time you start growing up and you start understanding,
people now begin to instill the fear inside of you.
Fear begins to build up. When you are in a room that is dark, because you've seen a movie that has some fright, you get scared. Are you getting what I'm saying? On the long run, things begin to build in you, and the opposite of fear is faith. And that's why I tell people the fuel to eradicate fear of the unknown, the fuel to take out the fear of the unknown is the power of curiosity. And some people will tell you curiosity kills the cat. No. For the faith-filled, curiosity empowers him to know more. And when I'm saying curiosity, I'm saying the ability to know more, learn more information, be in control. Because the lack of control, the absence of control can actually lead you to fear of the unknown. Now the question is, if you want to control fear, the fear of the unknown, number one, you need to know the following things. Number one, question your assumptions.
If you're going to make any form of assumption.
Yes. Take out any form of assumptions. You need to go head on with life. See, to what extent are your beliefs logical? To what extent are your cognitive reasoning logical? You need to look deep into that. Number two, do your research. Whatever you're scared of, go head on, study about it. This thing I'm afraid of, I'm about to get a divorce. What is it about? What does it take? What are the pros and the cons? There's a young man who is my friend, Roman God Savage. You know him on IG. And I always like it when he comes and says, if you want to do anything, think about the consequences
of that thing.
Because if you're able to think about the consequences, you have handled the fear of the unknown, the cause and the consequences. The cause and the consequences. Those two things, anybody that has that kind of the mentality will make it easy. Like number 3, stay grounded in the here and now. You see,
stay grounded in the things you know.
In the
now.
present, live in the present part time. Some people are so conscious about the future that they don't get there before they die. You call them a miser. He's keeping all the money to eat in the future, and he's punishing himself now, dying.
And he gets hungry, he gets sick, he gets impoverished.
So he's dying of ulcer. He's sick, he's impoverished, he's malnourished, but he's thinking about the future so much that he dies in the now. I don't know if you've seen that video of a young man chasing after money, and he ran after money until he entered his grave. What are we saying in a nutshell? You need to live in the present. And there's a law that says if you are here, be here. Don't be here and there. If you are here, be here. Number 4, manage stress with a healthy lifestyle. Manage your stress patterns with a healthy lifestyle. And when I say healthy lifestyle, I mean eat well, exercise well, sleep well. Rest is very important. Good relationship is really, really important. Because let me tell you something. If you eat well, you exercise well, you sleep well, you are getting a hold of your mind, and you're in a bad relationship, you can even die faster than somebody with HIV.
Very true. Some
people actually think having a terminal disease means that your life is terminated. There are people who live longer with terminal diseases than even those with emotional challenges. And that brings me to point number 5. Talk to somebody. Talk to a specialist. You need therapy.
In somebody.
Yes, because you see,
not your family members.
Tommy saying, I'm not really of the opinion that when you're faced with such challenges, the best person to talk to is somebody in your family. I'm not really of that opinion, because there will be that sentimental infusion or attachment. You need to talk to somebody, because you see, whether you like it or not, anxiety is a disorder. We call it in medicine anxiety and mood disorder. Eating, if you have eating disorder, is possible. Maybe you have alcohol use disorder or OCD. You can take yourself from that situation and elevate yourself from those disorder or those depressive moods to where you need to be. Now, I tell people this: be comfortable in that uncomfortable space. Show up every morning to that thing you fear. Go head on and conquer your fear.
Face it head on.
Yes, because the fear of the unknown will actually make you fail. The fear of the unknown will actually keep you down. You see, I challenge you to take that risk. You can show up and conquer the fear if you understand the information. So that's why I've given all these 5 points. You see, the value of talking to a therapist, the value in it is that on the long run, that person puts in some level of confidence and creativity. You see, what creativity does to curiosity is what fuel does to car. What creativity does to curiosity is what the fuel
will do to the car.
So when you have that creativity from an outside person, not someone that has an attachment with you, someone that is talking to you from the outside. I listened to a young lady, a Nigerian athlete, very successful in America. She was on the TED show, and she was talking about how she had fear of the unknown. She was going to participate in the Olympics, and she was scared, and she was given a psychologist who helped her so much and told her great things about herself. And he told her he was going on a vacation. When he returns, he was going to take her on a section that will help her become a better person. But guess what? The man went on a vacation and had a plane crash and never returned. Her heartbeat went from low to very high. She was told she would never be able to participate anymore. Things went from bad to worse, and then she met someone else. She thought there would be no one like that person. That fear came in so strong. But what are we saying today? This young lady has 2 masters. She's doing so well for herself. She's studying, she's doing her PhD right now. Now, all this came about by virtue of the fact that she had seen fear to a large extent, and then she conquered her fear head on. So the easiest way is fuel your curiosity with creativity. Face your fear. So
stay your face in the face of this. Stay in the face of it.
Very true.
Thank you so much, Dr. Precious. It's hard conversations on the bumper breakfast is how we usually end the program every Friday. I want to take the opportunity to say congratulations to some people. Our children are closing school all over the country as we speak. And in Lagos, today happens to be the last day of school for quite a number of children. So we say congratulations that you're embarking on the holiday, but it also calls on parents to begin to take extra care of the children, pay extra attention during this period. Keep the children busy, keep yourself busy, but also make you stay sane. It's very, very important. All right, I'll take a break and I'll take my leave now. I'll see you again Monday morning on the Bumper Breakers. You have a lovely day. My name is Tomisi and this is Precious.
Thank you for being with us. Bye-bye.